Hi everybody, Joanne Kitty Bush here for another episode of Cooking with Kitty as promised. Today we are going to be making or attempting to make what's called rainbow chicken. You all may have seen this recipe on Facebook, on Tasty, when they show you everything super fast. But I'm going to try to do it. So this is the one where they wrap the chicken in foil and serve it with some colorful vegetables. Speaking of rainbows, I forgot to mention this in my last episode. Look at these little rubber cap things. These are lids for bowls or pots, and you can put them in your microwave to, keep the moisture in, keep things from splattering when you're reheating stuff. And they happen to fit perfectly on my Marcio cat plaque, so I'm really happy I found a use for that. I also found this is a very good to use it to keep the flies out of your glass of wine when you're watching TV. In between sips. That worked for me last night watching the Grammys. Did you all watch the Grammys? Okay, how about that Adele, man? Okay, love her. There we go. So let's do this rainbow chicken. What you will need is, we use chicken tenderloins, boneless chicken tenderloins, like this. I get these from Pavilions. I get them, they're frozen. Let me rinse my hands off. They're individually frozen, so you can actually cook stuff. You can cook them from frozen, but we actually thawed them out. However many of these as you want, and each one gets its own little bed of foil. So I've got some foil here, just any old kind of foil. We get this at a Trader Joe's. No, 99-cent store, foil. And so what I'm going to do is take a little olive oil first and just put it on my bottom of my foil. This might not be exactly the way Tasty does it, but this is the way I do it. And I have it already on a little tray, baking tray. I'm just going to show you one just to show you, and then we'll have some by the magic of TV. Okay, so I'm going to take my, chicken, and then I'm going to put a little more olive oil on top. And then on the Tasty recipe, it uses paprika and some other things. I'm just sort of using whatever I want to use. A little bit of salt, a little bit of thyme. Who's got the thyme? Did you see the thyme on the Grammys? My goodness, that was pretty cool. Rosemary, because, rosemary goes with thyme. Hi, Rosemary. And a little garlic salt. And, now I'm really overdoing it. A few Italian seasonings. And then you want to just flip that. Let me get a fork. Just flip that over and do the same thing to the other side. Because, we can't be one-sided. No. So fair, square, everything back on there. Boom, boom, boom. And then the really awesome part that I just love is you take your little ball of garlic. See that? Remember how we peeled that with the shake, shake, shake? You just plop that right in the middle, and then you just wrap this up like a Christmas parcel. And then, in Facebook, then all of a sudden it's like multiplies by, 5, and do there already. But this, you'll have a few of these on a tray. Then to make your rainbow, you take whatever colorful vegetables you want to use. So I already have some prepared here on my tray. I've got some baby bell peppers. I do find not to cut them first, and then they're really juicy once they are broiled or baked, roasted, whatever word you want to use. It's all in the oven. I've got some broccoli, some onions. Now in Tasty recipe, they use red onions. That really makes it nice and colorful. We didn't have any, so we're using regular white, yellow onions. Butternut squash I'm using, which was already my glasses are so crooked. Which is already pre-cut, 99-cent store. Same with this zucchini, pre-cut, 99-cent store. And this portobello mushrooms, 99-cent store. Don't need to say it again. And I'm actually just going to drizzle that with a little of this olive oil. Again, Trader Joe's, extra virgin olive oil, $7.99. You can use any kind of olive oil, really any kind of oil that you want. And then I'm going to add some salt, some pepper, and a little thyme on this too, because I got a lot of thyme. And why not? Rosemary. Hi, Rosemary. And then you cook those together. I forgot to mention in the last episode about my eggplant parmesan, where I put the oven at. Since the eggplant is pretty much already cooked, it really doesn't matter anything to get the cheese melted, but good rule of thumb, we pretty much cook everything here on 350 to 400. As far as this chicken recipe, it takes maybe about 40 minutes depending on how thick your chicken is. So we would just put this in the oven. one out. And notice the vegetables do cook a little bit faster, so you want to keep an eye on them because you don't want them to get burnt. Well done, as they say. Okay, so take a look at this. This is sort of similar to what I just put in the oven. Our nice little rainbow of veggies, and then you have to really see the opening of the chicken. This chicken comes out so juicy, so tender. I really don't ever want to eat chicken any other way after this. So, and it has usually a lot of juice, like from the oil and the water of the chicken inside. It just actually, mine is falling apart because it has kind of been in there for a little while, but that's okay. It's just very tender. It's almost like it's been slow cooked. And then I'm going to throw a few of my veggies on there. And sometimes I like to add extra olive oil for flavor before I serve it. But you know what's really good, and I know I mentioned this to you guys before, is that truffle oil, Trader Joe's. It's usually only available during the holiday season, so I always stock up. But it gives a really nice flavor. It's great on mashed potatoes. I'm going to drizzle a little of that over that. And I don't know if you can see how good this chicken cuts, but it's just, you don't even need a knife. It just falls right apart. Of course, this pairs nicely. Well, it would probably be better with a white wine because it's chicken, but, you know, I only drink red. Oh. Ah. Okay, let's try this. And let's see. So moist. This is so easy, you can't even believe it. Another little secret we found. You remember that last recipe of the eggplant parmesan? You make this chicken and put it to the side of that and mix it with the sauce and it's like chicken parmesan, eggplant parmesan, but you make the chicken this way. Very wonderful. Okay, that was a quick episode, huh? Seriously, folks, I need a guest chef. So call me, write me, let me come to your house, show me what you got. Follow me on Facebook, Cooking with Kitty 711, Instagram, Cooking with Kitty 711, and Twitter, for all you twits out there, Cooking W Kitty. All right, folks. See y'all next time. I think I might make a salad. I know this sounds simple, but okay. Bye. God bless.